Is NIO scrapping its plans to enter the United States? Hey everybody, welcome back, and unfortunately with some possibly bad news if you're expecting NIO to enter the United States in 2025 as they have originally said. Well, it's not entirely clear yet, but unfortunately there are some details that I just learned, and so I want to share the details that I have here and then discuss with you kind of what could be the consequences here. First of all, you may remember this interview and article in the Financial Times in which NIO CEO Li Bin famously said that Tesla is getting the red carpet by the Chinese politicians in China, while NIO is facing difficulties entering the United States. In the video that I made about this interview before, I said that this is both a message to the United States but also to politicians in China about how to deal with the situation that Chinese companies are facing enormous pressure currently in case that they want to enter the United States. And maybe this led to consequences now. There are two big names that have possibly left NIO, as it seems. First one here is Scott, who has worked at NIO at head of US real estate. So we had some leaks before about NIO possibly seeking a NIO house location in the United States. It was either in San Francisco or Los Angeles. I think there was also a little bit of an issue around that this actually leaked out, and the fact is that he is seemingly not longer with NIO anymore. And so you might say this is normal. Big executives sometimes leave the company, right, after some time. How long has he stayed? 1 year and 2 months. Well, that's not too long. Maybe there was an issue with the work, there could be executional problems as well. However, the thing here is that also another person left, Joanne Yamani, who actually before was in charge of head of communications in Silicon Valley for NIO here. And she also has a new position now. And these are already two big personalities that have moved on from NIO, and this rather indicates to me that this was not a voluntarily move. I mean, it's just speculation here. I cannot know for sure, but I think it seems to be like there have been some changes that have been made to NIO US. Now, the first thing that I like to highlight here is that I have seen similar changes all across NIO, not only in the United States. I mentioned before that I made a Patreon-only video in which I'm talking about exactly this, budget cuts and some changes that are happening here in Europe, and also new positions around, especially the communications of NIO. So that may also just be an indication that NIO is now looking to make the organization more efficient again, streamline organization, and have not too many responsibilities spread out all over the continent or across the globe, I should say, and having too much overlap in similar work tasks. And second, I like to make the point that this doesn't necessarily mean that NIO is not planning to enter the United States anymore, because they still have the CEO, they still have the office in California, and so I guess it could be a delay, possibly it could be going with a different strategy, or it could mean that they simply have made adjustments and they make it in another way. But of course, we need to take this geopolitical situation serious, in which for Chinese companies it might be very difficult to be successful in the United States. And maybe NIO just said, look guys, the United States is not a big EV market either. It's also the home turf of Tesla, and we in China, we give Tesla the red carpet, but well, the US is simply not inviting for us. Maybe we just don't do it anymore until maybe politics change in the United States. Europe is a much bigger market for EVs, and certainly is China. So maybe the US is not that important anymore to NIO, or at least they make lots of cost control, more efficient organization, and therefore this should also be a better NIO in my point of view. But this is a bit of a shocking news and a bit of unexpected news here, I guess. So let me know in the comments how you think about it. Do you still expect NIO to go to the US, or do you think that this could be the beginning of an end of NIO in the United States? Thanks for watching, and see you in my next one.